Aristotle, born 384 BC, Stagira, Greece, died 322 BC, Euboea, Greece. Aristotle was a Greek philosopher and polymath during the classical period in ancient Greece. Taught by Plato, he was the founder of the Lyceum, the peripatetic school of philosophy, and the Aristotelian tradition. Ideal state of Aristotle, his political thought, is a mixture of the elements of political ideals and political actualities. His books 2, 3, 8 of politics deal with political ideas, whereas books IV, V and V deals with political actualities. In the description of his ideal state, Aristotle clearly felt the impact of Plato's laws rather than his republic. Sabina says that what Aristotle calls the ideal state is always Plato's second best state. Before dealing the ideal state of Aristotle, it may be noted that he was not an absolutist like Plato. For example, if a community has a single outstanding person with predominant virtue, monarchy shall be an ideal government. If it possesses a few men of virtue, aristocracy is best suited government. If it possesses many people have the ability to rule, the best government is polity. If we look at all these observations of Aristotle, we conclude that he rules out monarchy as an ideal state because in it the god among men cannot be subjected to law. Features of ideal state. His view about ideal state is present in the books 3, 7 and 8 of his books, and they are not present in a systematic manner. The features of ideal state are as follows. Number 1. His ideal state is the small city-state consists of small and intimate group of citizens, whose social life overlaps the interest of family, or religion and a friendly personal intercourse. Number 2. In his ideal state law occupies predominant position. He does not favor the personal and despotic rule even the most virtuous person, who has wisdom of community. Number 3. The ideal state of Aristotle is an ethical institution, which aims to bring about moral improvement amongst the citizens. He opined that state can provide individual to achieve the highest type of moral development. Ideal state according to him provides a good and happy life, which he meant a virtuous and a moral life. Number 4. In the ideal state of Aristotle, education played an important role in making citizens virtuous. He insisted compulsory state-regulated education to inculcate good habits of moral and intellectual aspects. This scheme of education was only meant for citizens only. 5. The ideal state of Aristotle, the right to private property was considered. He thought that it was a natural institution must be preserved. He appealed for the equal distribution of land to all the citizens. He permitted ownership of personal property and its value should not be more than 4 times of the value of original land. Number 6. Another important feature of Aristotle was division of labor in ideal state. He assigned agriculture to the slaves, commerce and trade to resident aliens, and political functions to citizen. The leisured class would actively participate in the exercise of sovereignty. Number 7. His ideal state was neither too small nor too big. He did not mention any maximum or minimum number of citizens to constitute an ideal state. He insisted that the population should be manageable. Number 8. In regard to territorial size in ideal state, he insisted that it must be such that to make possible for the people to live free and leisure life. It must have enough economic resources to meet the needs of population. He wanted territory should be small so that it can be watched carefully. Number 9. Ideal state must be self-sufficient. It should concentrate on fullest development. Number 10. The ideal state of Aristotle was dominated by middle class. This class alone can provide stability to the state because they have 2 qualities of obedience and command. Number 11. Ideal state must have good access to sea, so that it can import. He also told that the state should not be so close to sea that its defense poses a problem.